Hello once again. It's a time for another episode of the Peak Signing Agents podcast with me, DVO Derek Van Otten, where I'm helping you become the best notary and signing agent you can be. So on this episode, we're talking about security, keeping clients' information secure. I think that's very important as a Peak signing agent, that we are very aware of keeping clients' information secure and safe. So, I want to share with you all a very valuable tip, one that will save you from potential court involvement, lawsuits, discrepancies of any kind. That tip is to never email copies of documents to clients. I personally feel like that is not a secure and safe thing to do, especially since most of us do not have encryption type software built into our email systems, and we do not want that going into the wrong hands. Let's talk about it a little bit more. A Peak signing agent will print documents to be signed, but also print documents for the signers to keep for their records, and to never email copies. Now, I know a lot of notaries and signing agents might think, I'm going to email them the copies of the documents. Maybe we're thinking, you know what, I'm going to do them a favor. They don't want a physical copy of 150 pages, which I don't blame them, but they don't want a copy. They want a digital copy. I'll do them a solid. I'll send them an email with it. Don't do it. You never know what could happen. You never know who might intercept those documents, and now they have all of their information, especially if it's a purchase or refinance. Basically, if there's a loan application involved, a lot of information is on there. Mailing addresses, previous names, maiden names, social security numbers. All right, you do not want to have someone intercept that, and now they have access to all the signer's information, and now you get sued, or you are now liable because you sent that email. Maybe some notaries or signing agents are thinking, I only want to print one set of documents. No need to print a second set and waste all that paper and time. I'll just email them a copy if they ask. Again, you just leave yourself vulnerable to cyber attacks and potential lawsuits. This is what a Peak signing agent does. They print a copy to be signed. They print a copy for the signers to keep for their records. And if there's any issues, discrepancies, errors that get caught along the way, maybe the signer puts the wrong date, maybe they signed their name incorrectly, maybe they forgot to include their middle name, just some examples, and you think, oh no, we need to swap out the pages, we need to correct this. A Peak signing agent will just swap it out from the second set, the signer's copy. A Peak signing agent will just swap it out. That way, the documents that get returned to the signing service or title company, mortgage company, or law firm are in pristine condition. They are 100% accurate and correct. No strike-throughs, no initials. Now, if the signers mess up again, I've had it happen. They messed up on the date. I told them how to date it. They did the same mistake, and they said, oh my goodness, you told me what to do, and I did it again anyway. They made the same mistake twice. Then you have them strike it, initial. Every strikeout should be initialed, and then re-correct it. Here's a tip, though. Especially if it's like a date or a signature, for example, try to always keep it above the signature line. Try not to go below the signature line. Now, every company's different. Some might decline anything below the signature line. I've heard of it happening. So just to avoid that, when the signer makes a mistake, have them strike their mistake just one time. Don't scribble it out. I tell them, don't scribble it, just strike it once. Put your initial, I always joke with them, put your initial that you struck it. That way they don't blame me for it. It's just a joke. They don't blame me. Strike it once, initial it, and then above the signature line, maybe above where you made the error, redate it or re-sign it or re-enter whatever you were writing in. Maybe they put in the wrong routing number. Maybe they mix the routing number and the account number on the disbursement form. Don't have them draw arrows No, strike it once, initial it, and then reprint it either to the side or above. Try to keep it on the signature line, not below. Okay? Then, if they want emailed or digital copies, when you are finished with the signing, send the email confirmation, the email completion, or go to the portal when you enter in your completion update. Then at that moment, say, we are all finished, everything went great, whatever other notes you need to put in. They're going to send their wire today, they're going to send their wire tomorrow, whatever you're going to put in your completion, and then say, the signers did also request that they get emailed copies of the documents. Then, for example, let's just say you're working with a signing service. I own a signing service. If I receive that note from one of my notary signing agents, I would then let my client know, all right, they are all finished. Everything is signed. Everything went great. By the way, the signers would also like emailed copies sent to them. I'll give that message on. That is how a Peak signing agent handles copies. We print them, we never email them, and if anything happens, like they want it, we let the signing service or title company know they would like signed copies or digital copies sent to their email. All right, I hope that helps you. Hope these tips help. And if this podcast does help you along your notary and signing agent journey, please subscribe on YouTube. Please follow on podcast platforms and share it with anyone else you think will find value in that. Thank you all so much for continuing with me, for always striving to be the best notary and signing agent that you can be, because I think you are amazing, and don't you forget how amazing you are. And I'll talk to you on a new episode later. Bye.